So guys, actually today our session is for regarding the your file extraction as well as creating a model, and then after that we are creating the visualization. It means our last session we are done with some of the simple file extraction and then making the visualization chart. Now our third session is for regarding the extraction of multiple file, like multiple format file like Excel, CSV, or from folder. And the after that we are going to some creation of modeling. Okay, modeling creation, and after that we can see that how the modeling is affect our visualization. Okay guys, so now I'm going to see your, like, see in the third session we have some of the budget table, dim table, forecast table, and under the actual some of the tables, some of the files is there. Okay, so now suppose this budget file is in a CSV format. See how you can see. See Microsoft Excel, comma CSV file means when you click over there and go to the property, see the file is under the CSV. When you go to the customize, there is an option of here is a file customer is a CSV format. Okay, so now we are move this file also, this file, and as well as the Excel file into our Power BI. Okay, so how to do a extraction of Power BI? See, this is our home screen of Power BI. So before starting anything into the Power BI, first we need to save this one, because sometimes we have to we need to save our data, because sometimes we lost and we have make our timing data. Okay, so now we are going to save this one, like desktop. Your batch number is 7 session 3, and suppose here we as session 3, and we need to save this file because sometimes we have lost our data due to some of issues, so that's why we are going to save this file. Now we have to extract the file from in Power BI. Okay, so from where we have to extract? From get data. Okay guys, so if you have any doubt related to anything, please ask me directly. Okay, today itself. Now we have go to the get data and extract the multiple file. So yesterday we have extract only just one file. Only just one file means in an Excel format. So now we are moved into Excel book and format the dim table. Means dim table is in just Excel file. Then how to extract this file? You can directly click over there and open. Now it will take some time according to your data. Suppose if data is larger, it will take some large time. If your data is smaller, it will take some small time. See, under the dim table, we have a three table like cost element, department, and region. So when you click over the cost element, it's showing your preview, the cost element group, and the business area. Okay, under the department is showing the IT department, IT area, department manager. Okay, and under the region it shows the country as well as in region. So we can directly load the data because we don't need to transform anything, because our data is already is cleanest form. It means data is ready to load directly into the Power BI, and on this data we have to make the visualization. Okay, so now we are going to load this data. It is our dim table. So what is the dim table and fact table? I will tell you in just couple of minutes. Yesterday we talked about dim table and fact table. So now we talked about dim table and fact table in the complete scenario. Yesterday we talked about just theoretical. So now we have to extract this file, our dim table. Okay guys, see this three dim table has been ready to make a visualization on this table. See, these are the three table: cost element, cost department, as well as the reason. And see, on the relationship tab, when we go, our three dim table is ready. Means yesterday we done the task only just one table. Now we have done the task with these table also. Okay, so now before moving the next further step, any doubt you have? Any doubt related to anything? Pramod, Kiran, Pooja, any doubt how to extract the file? Okay, So now we are going to move further. So further we have to, yeah, on the chat. Okay. So further we have to move on the get data, and the now we have to extract not the Excel file, we have to extract the CSV file. Okay. So when we open the CSV file, see the budget and forecast both are the CSV file. So we need to click on budget and open, means we have to extract the CSV file. See, when we extract the CSV file, these see budget.csv means the budget file is under the CSV format. Then we go to the origin delimiter. These are the okay. We don't need to change anything for this. We don't directly see our data. See, this is the data. Data, IT department, cost element, country, and budget. And as per my data, the all thing is clear and cleanest. So we need to just directly load. Otherwise, if you need to your data to be some of the transformation over there, or need some transformation regarding thing, so you can transform the data and load directly. Okay, so now we are going to load this one. Our budget file is also ready for load in the data model. See, our budget file is also ready, means under the Power BI, it's a very important tool that it connect over the CSV file, over the Excel file, over the folder also. So now we going to move another CSV file we have, forecast. Now we have to move this forecast file as well. As see, all things are same cleanest form, so we don't need to go to transform. We just directly load the data. Okay, see budget file, cost element, department, forecast, and region. And now we move to our actual, because budget and forecast is there. Now we need just our actual. So actual we have to extract from two ways. Like first way is to actual is in the folder. So we need to just click over there and send the folder like actual, and copy the folder name, and going to the Power BI, we just extract from here more, go to the more, and after that there is a one option regarding the, let me just open this one. It will take, yeah, this one. Okay, this site is open. So now we are going to move the folder directly. So click on the folder and connect. So when we connect the data from folder, it will ask you a location. Suppose we have to copy the actual location, we have to just click over there, or you can directly browse from here. Okay, so there is a two option. One is you directly copy and paste your the folder path, and second one you can to directly browse your data. So where I have forward my copy my path and click on OK. Okay, see, there is a multiple CSV file which is in folder. See, actual, under the actual we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And under the actual we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 files are exported together, means we have to merge this file into one, and after that we have to load this file into the Power BI. So how to merge this file all? You see, there is an option here is a combine. Okay, so you can directly click on the combine and going to combine and transform data. Okay, because you need to combine all the files into the one. You can directly click over there is combine and transform. See, there is an option is content, name of the file, extension, it is a CSV format, date S6, today, today's date, date modified, date created, attribute, records, folder, in which folder the file have. Suppose if you change the folder from one file to another file, you have to change this folder also. Okay, so you can directly go to combine and go to combine and transform data. See, when we click on the combine, it will ask you that how many file you need to combine. See, there is an option of first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So we don't need to change anything. We directly click on OK. Okay. So when we click on OK, our new window is open as a Power BI uh, Power Query Editor. See, our new window is open, and the new window transform your data into the combined format. See, there is a one number file, source name is a number one file. So when you click move down as per the data is higher, then see, there is a second number file. So it will directly combine your file into just one table, and see, these are the helper query. Means 2001 is a spike sample file. It will directly transform your data from backend. So we don't need to do anything with this. Okay. So now we move to the actual, and it will all confirm your data ready for the data. And now suppose if the source name is a name of the sheet, means 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, this kind of. So we don't need this data to make the our actual, because we have date, IT department, cost, country, actual data. Okay, so we don't need this kind of column is a source name. So you can directly click over there and go to the right click and remove. Means your this column has been removed and your step is recorded over there. See, this kind of query editor is a screen which record your all sheets, like all your data recorded is there. Query editor is a 10, means as per column, like cost column, department is a budget, forecast, and actual. This kind of data is ready. Okay, after that, this is our the actual name. Suppose when we click on the budget file, your name of the property is budget. When you click over the department file, your name of the property is a department. So when we click on the actual, any step we are doing with this data regarding to any changes, anything, so the step is recorded over there. Suppose when we click over there, okay, your step is back to the one position. When you click over there, your one step is also back. Okay, so now we need to, we don't need this kind of column, so we need to remove this column, and see the step is recorded. So what is the benefit of Power Query Editor? It is a kitchen of Power BI. Means when you make the any visualization on any background checking on the dashboard, on the making a dashboard or making a automation query, this table is showing the best part of your machine learning, because it's a kitchen of sources. Means what is doing in the kitchen is just for making a presentation or making a those kind of dishes. Okay, so this Power BI kitchen is help you to make a complete dashboard with a dish type. Okay, so that is the important effect of Power BI kitchen, and these are the tools. Like under the transform tab, there are the tools is transpose your first rows as a header, group by, reverse rows, count rows. Okay, so these kind of tools, rename, detect data type, replace value, pivot column, unpivot column, move, convert to list, split column, ABC, format, extract, merge column. Okay, pairs, statistics, standard, some of the data is ready to date table, run and script, and under the add column, you have to add some of the columns in your data. Okay, and duplicate column, index, conditional column, you have to some of the formatting on this column, as well as text analysis, some of the vision regarding to the data, that which data is ready to extract or not. Okay, so this kind of data you have to do with this the Power Query Editor screen. Okay, so now we are going to load our data, actual data, because our actual data is ready to apply it into the Power BI home screen. So click on the close and apply, and directly go to the close and apply. No need to worry about anything, because Power Query Editor is a simple separate part. I will teach you in a separately that what is the use of every types of kitchen working, like what is the use of Power Query Editor total. So now see, under the Power BI, we have an actual table, budget table, cost element, department, forecast, and region. So any doubt regarding to any file extraction, like today we are done with these files. And then let me open one thing. Like in today's session, we are done with extraction of simple file. Second thing we are done with section of CSV file. The third thing we have done with extraction of multiple CSV file and combined into one. So any doubt in these three category? Any doubt related to Pramod, Kiran, Pooja? Any doubt? These three steps: simple extraction of file, simple CSV file, as well as the multiple CSV file and combine into one. Shall we move further?
Yes.
Kiran, Pooja? Because if you have any doubt, then please ask me directly, because we don't have to wait anything. You can directly ask me. Okay. So now, okay, then we move to the further step. So our further steps is what we have to create a model. Create a relationship tables. So good. So now fourth step is to create a relationship of table. Means this is very important step. So you need to remember everything and make focus on it directly. So when we arrange the table, see total number of table we have now, 6 tables. Okay. One is a cost element, department, reason, budget table, forecast table, and the actual table. Now we move to some time. Reason, you have to just reformat, rearrange your table that according to the data. If you have 6 to 7 table, you can directly go to the table name. See, this kind of table is automatically make a relationship. See this kind of table. Okay. So before moving the relationship, we have to understand the one step. What is a dim table and what is a fact table? See, fact table is kind of table in which we have, like I will write you for here, fact table. Okay. So fact table is the kind of table in which we have the total number of transactions. Total number of transactions during a period. Okay. And second one is name table. Name table is a kind of table in which we have only unique list of the values, unique list of items, not a values, unique list of items list of sale during a year. Like I will tell you one example. Okay, so example is what, like under the sales table. Okay, so from date wise we have total number of sale. Like on the first day we have sale the, suppose, computer. Okay, on the second day we have to sell our laptop, and on the second day same we have sell our keyboard, and on the third day we have sell our mouse. Okay, on the third day same we have to sell our computer. On a fourth day we have sell our mouse. Fourth day we have sell our keyboard. Okay, on the fourth day same we have sell our laptop. and fifth day we sell laptop. So fifth day we have sell our laptop. See, so under the sales table, date wise, we have sell the total number of item is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total number of transaction 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 means the total number of transaction is 11 and the unique item means unique item is called under the dim table means a computer, laptop, keyboard, mouse. Okay, computer is second one, mouse, keyboard, laptop. So total number of item is 4. Okay, so under the fact table we have include the total number of transaction is 11 and under the dim table we have calculated the unique item only, that is 4. Okay, so we need to connection of this table, dim table, with the fact table with the same unique value. Like under the date sales table we have a product column, under the dim table we have also a product column. So product to product we have to see data wise, and these are suppose product table, yeah, product column. Okay, and second one is our dim table, and dim table under there is a one product table column, and under the product column we have a 4 item. First is computer, the second one is laptop, and the third one is mouse, and the fourth one is. So now this table is connected with this table to make the arrangement or make the total sale regarding the computer, total sale regarding the laptop, total sale regarding the keyboard, total sale regarding the mouse. Okay, so these kind of table we have to connect in our data modeling. So any doubt with the fact table or dim table? So tell me, under this 6 table, how much is a fact table and how much is a dim table? Tell me, because I have given the example like this product column and the product column. These kind of is total number of transaction is doing in the fact table and the unique item list into the 4. Okay, so tell me how much is a dim table or how much is a fact table? Tell me guys. Pramod, Kiran, Pooja, anyone? Tell me how much is under this 6 table, which one is a dim table and which one is a fact table? Because we have to make the relationship between those table only. If we don't need to find or we don't need to identify this kind of table, then how to make the relationship? Okay, so our first thing to make in a relationship, we have to find what is a dim table and what is a fact table. So when you going to the interview, your interviewer is also asked from you that how to make a relationship between the dim table and fact table. Tell me guys, hurry up. If you have doubt, then tell me, I will complete you further. Kiran, Pooja, same in chat if you have any doubt. Really? So then tell me which one is a fixed table? Actual, forecast, budget, cost element, department. Which one is a fixed table? Or which one is a dim table? Pramod, you tell me. Pramod, guys, please
Yes,
participate. Yeah, please participate on this because this is our great feedback regarding the like relationship model. Because if we don't understand regarding the relationship, then we don't have to ready to make a visualization, because visualization is just a 10 part. These two part is very important. One is power query and second one is relationship. Okay, so I will clear your doubt regarding to this. See, actual table is a fact table, forecast table is a fact table, and budget table is a fact table. Because these three table is a fact table, because under the actual table also we have a lot of transaction, under the forecast table also we have a lot of transaction, Under the budget table, we have also a lot of transaction, but under the cost element or under the department or under the region, we have just a one element into the one. Means the business area is only one time as compared to the budget, forecast, and actual. So we have to connect these three table with these three table together. That is how we make a relationship. Okay, so first steps is to, first one we have to create, see, cost element with the, I will remove this all thing, delete, and making the relationship again, because it's a automatically relationship done by Power BI. So either you need to just recognize the relationship whether it is correct or not, otherwise you need to delete all your relationship and make your relationship with your own. Okay, so there is a two way to make a relationship. First one is Power BI is automatically make some of the relationship and some of the missing, but you have to, either you have to summarize or analyze the relationship whether Power BI is done correct or not, otherwise you need to just delete all your visualization and make accordingly what you need. See, our all relationship is gone. So now we have to make our relationship with the serious step. See, start with the reason table. Okay, start with the reason table. So from the reason table, there is a two column, country or region. But under the actual, we have a country. Under the forecast, we have a country. Under the budget, we have a country. So we need to directly click on the country and select the country here. Track the country. See, the relationship is made country to country. Under the region table, we have to connect the forecast and dim table directly. See, the relationship is when you click over on the line, click when you drag the mouse on the line, it will show you the relationship is made between the country to country. Now, second, third one is country to budget. So these kind of making a relationship means every dim table is connected with the all fact table. Every dim table is connected with the all fact table. You have to remember one thing, means I have write down here, every dim table has to be connected or should be connected, should be connected with every fact table. Okay, so you have to remember this kind of thing also, because this is your question regarding the your interview or regarding any the higher examination, suppose DA 100 or PLN 100. Okay, so that is the reason to choose the relationship. So now under the department, see, we have a IT area, department manager, or IT department. So you have select the common factor between the dim table and the fact table. So common factor is IT department, IT department, IT department. So you need to just click over there with the IT department, click over there with the same IT department. Okay, and the second thing, click over there with the IT department and good, check with the relationship is made correct or not. See, IT department to IT department, IT to, see there in the this table I have connected the IT department with the forecast, mean the relationship is made wrong. So I need to just click over there and delete one. Okay, and then make the relationship again, IT department to the IT department directly. You can drag over there with the click of IT department and see. Now you're also doing a forecast. Click, delete. IT department to IT department is okay. Now this one is IT department to IT department is okay. So our three visualization is ready. Otherwise, I need to just delete this one and make again. IT department to IT department. See, now this is okay. So our third table is a cost element, and under the cost element, there is a one common column is a cost element. Okay, for all three. So you can directly click over there is a cost element. Click over there is a cost element and click over there is a cost element. See, our three visualization, three relationship is ready to make. Okay, so this kind of relationship we have done into the Power BI. But tell me just one thing. If you need your data with the date wise, okay, if you need your data with a date wise, see, all the date table is there under the fact table, but we don't have any dim table with the calendar table, because how to connect the fact table with the dim table? Okay, because in this data, suppose, first tell me any question, anything doubt regarding to this relationship, how to make this kind of relationship, any doubt? Pooja, Kiran, Pramod, any doubt? Guys, after this session, after the complete session, or the when the total part is complete from like Sunday, after that, from the next weekend, like till the Thursday, you have to submit your file with to me with this kind of data making relationship. Okay, I will share you the complete raw file, then you make a relationship on this. Okay, relationship as well as the extraction, and third one is visualization, which we done further. Okay, so in the dim table, see, there is a fact table is three, one is a budget and one is a forecast and one is a actual. And under the dim table we have a three table, the cost, element, department and reason. But one table is missing under the dim table. What, which is the one table? The calendar table, because if we need to compare the data from budget and actual, how to compare the data, because we don't have a date column here, we don't have a month column here, we don't have a year column here, so how to make a relationship with this? Okay, so before this we have to create one manual table, because click on the table tab, go to the new table, and there is a one new table we have to add under this. What is the table name? Table name we have is a calendar. Table name we have a calendar. Okay, and how to make the calendar table in just one go? You have to just write a one formula regarding the calendar auto, and see, there is an option regarding the fiscal year month. Matlab, it means that you have to write down a year or a month, then your table is want. Means your table, suppose when you click over there is 7, it means your table is starting from month of 7. See, when I enter the 7, my table is starting from the 1st of August. Means the year end is 7 month is over and starting from the month of August to our data. But when we click over here is, suppose 5, the our data is start from 1st of June. See, 1st of June. So now there is a this is a very good calendar table, because if we don't click anything, suppose if we don't click anything, then our table is start from the first date of the month. See, first date of the year and ending with the last date of the year, 31st 12 2020. Okay, so this kind of table we have to maintain, and see, this table is ready. When you're making the visualization or relationship, the new table is there. The new table is there, and this is the calendar table. So we have to connect this table with all three the forecast table or all three the fact table. So now same thing, date to date, select date to date. Now third second thing is date to date, and for the third file is also date to date. So now our complete relationship table is ready to make our visualization chart according to this. Now you understand or not? Any question regarding these? Because guys, ask question is a better way to understand your skill. If you have question, then ask me directly. Pooja, Kiran,
Sir.
yeah, Pramod, tell me any question.
No, sir. This is fine.
anything, because see, it is a Power BI, and Power BI is just an intelligent tool. Intelligent means you have to think from your mind that what are the tasks you have to done with this. Okay, suppose I have one question regarding this. Suppose there is a one budget and forecast and actual. Suppose if we don't have a forecast, then if we don't have to forecast, then there is a need to connect this kind of table with the forecast. Or see, just one thing, under the forecast table, I will ask you some other. Under the forecast table, the IT department is not there. If IT department is not there, then how to make a relationship with the department? Tell me. See, the meeting is over within a 1 minute. Okay, so you can directly rejoin with this meeting again. Okay, rejoin the meeting again. Just 1 minute. Okay, guys. So this question I will ask you further. Just wait for 1 minute and I will just stop.